The fact that American airport runways cross the border between the US and Canada is a big deal for international connectivity. This new way of doing things has made it easier for people to move between the two countries, which is good for economic growth, tourism, and cultural exchange. Imagine a world where airport runways went across national borders and made it easy for people to move between the US and Canada. This groundbreaking infrastructure project has shaken up the aviation business and changed the way we think about traveling across borders. There are a lot of things that could happen, from making economic ties stronger to boosting tourism, making technical advances, and working together on regulatory frameworks. Buckle up, because we're going to take you on a fascinating journey about how American airports and their Canadian peers have changed the rules, surprising everyone with their bold move of connecting countries through the skies. Get ready to see a new era of flying that doesn't stop at borders. It will blow your mind. The building of runways that cross the US-Canada border has been a key part of making the business ties between the two countries stronger. This has made it easier for business people to travel, trade, and invest, which has opened up a lot of economic possibilities. Since there are now runways that cross the border between the US and Canada, foreign flights no longer have to make stops in between. This has made it easier for companies to do business with their partners, suppliers, and customers on the other side of the line. The ease of travel has made it easier for people to meet in person, negotiate, and work together. This has made business ties stronger and sped up the decision-making process. Transnational airports have also helped to bring in foreign direct investment from both the United States and Canada. Cross-border business deals are more likely to happen now that communication is better and travel is easier. Companies are more likely to invest in areas near these transnational runways because they see the possibility of better access to more markets and better connections. This rise in FDI has helped both sides of the border create jobs, grow their economies, and grow their industries. The building of runways that cross the border between the US and Canada has also made a big difference in the tourist and hospitality industries. Now travelers can easily go to many places in both countries. This means that more people will visit and spend more money. This increase in tourism helps hotels, restaurants, tour companies, and other service providers grow, which creates jobs and makes the local economy stronger. For trade between countries to go well, things and services must be able to move around easily. Transnational runways have made it easier to move goods between the US and Canada by lowering transportation obstacles. Businesses can now reach a bigger market, get more customers, and look for new ways to trade. The faster movement of goods has been made possible by better connectivity. This has led to shorter delivery times, lower logistics costs, and more competition in global markets. Transnational runways have helped improve economic ties, which has made it easier for people from different countries to work together and come up with new ideas. Businesses from the US and Canada can share information, resources, and expertise more easily. This makes it easier for them to work together on research and development, make technological advances, and share best practices. This cooperation has a multiplier effect on economic growth, making the economy more productive, competitive, and able to start new businesses. Moreover, the building of runways that cross the border between the United States and Canada has had a huge effect on travel and cultural exchange between the two countries. With better connections, travelers now have more chances to go to different places, learn about different countries, and meet people with similar interests. Transnational airports have made it easier for travelers to get to places outside of traditional tourist hubs. On both sides of the border, tourists can now find less-known places, hidden gems, and places that are off the beaten road. This has not only made tourism more varied, but it has also helped small towns and areas grow economically, making the benefits of tourism more widely available. Transnational airports have also made it easier to travel between countries, which has helped ecotourism and exploring nature. In both the United States and Canada, it is easy for travelers to get to pristine wilderness areas, national parks, and other protected regions. This has helped people appreciate the natural beauty of each country more and learn more about attempts to protect the environment. Tourists can do things like go hiking, watch wildlife, and go on eco-friendly adventures while taking in beautiful scenery and different ecosystems. When international airports are built, they bring more tourists to the area, which is good for the local economy in many ways. Visitors help a lot of different businesses like hotels, shops, transportation, and entertainment. Near international runways, the tourism industry creates jobs, helps small businesses, and adds to the overall economic growth of the area. Also, when tourists and locals share their cultures, they learn to understand, appreciate, and respect each other. This builds a feeling of unity and cooperation. Because of transnational runways, there is more tourism, which has led to more cultural immersion and trade between American and Canadian communities. Travelers can take part in local practices, customs, and ways of life, which helps them learn more about how each country's culture works. They can take part in cultural events, go to museums and art galleries, eat real food, and talk to locals, which helps them make meaningful connections and encourages dialogue across cultures. So, basically, international airports have done away with the need for layovers and transfers, making it possible for people to go straight to their destinations. This has made it easier for tourists to plan their trips, see more of both countries, and make the most of their time. Travelers can now see famous landmarks, natural wonders, and cultural hotspots without having to make a lot of complicated plans. This makes the trip easier and more interesting. Besides this, the building of runways that cross the border between the US and Canada has changed the way people move and made it easier for them to get from one country to the other. By getting rid of the need for layovers and other stops along the way, these transnational airports have made travel much better, saving time and speeding up trips. The building of tracks that cross the border between the US and Canada has made travel easier by connecting airports on both sides of the border. Passengers can now easily switch from domestic to foreign flights or vice versa without much trouble. This continuous connection makes travel easier, cuts down on waiting times, and makes the whole trip more comfortable. Because of the building of international runways, customs and immigration processes have become more efficient. This includes having customs and immigration offices at airports that are set up with the latest technology and have simplified procedure. Travelers can now go through border control faster and more easily, cutting down on wait times and preventing jams that could cause delays. Transnational runways have made it possible for planes to fly between the United States and Canada without stopping in any other country. This makes it easier for people to get to their places because they don't have to stop or switch trains in the middle. Direct flights not only save time, but they also make things easier, like not having to recheck your bags and go through security processes more than once. Transnational runways have meant that airport infrastructure and services have had to be improved. These changes have not only made travel better, but they have also made sure that more people can be handled well. Transnational airports have made it much easier for business travelers to get where they need to go. Direct flights and smooth connections make it easier for workers to do business across borders. Meetings, conferences, and deals can be set up more smoothly, which cuts down on the time wasted by travel and boosts productivity. This improved journey efficiency helps the economy grow, makes it easier for businesses to work together, and boosts cross-border trade. Another thing is that the airports that cross the US-Canada border have led to improvements in technology that are meant to make the border safer. These innovations are very important for making sure that cross-border travel is safe and that people can move easily between the two countries. Biometric recognition systems have become very popular as a way to improve border security. Face recognition, iris reading, and fingerprint matching are all ways that travelers' identities can be checked and borders can be crossed quickly and easily. During the immigration process, biometric data is gathered and compared to databases of known people. This lets authorities quickly find potential security threats and stop people from getting in without permission. These systems make it easier and more accurate to check someone's identity. This lowers the risk of identity theft and improves border security as a whole. Technology has made it easier for border security agents to talk to each other and share information. Secure networks, encrypted communication channels, and information management systems make it easier for American and Canadian authorities to share data in real time and work together better. This smooth flow of information makes it easier to find possible threats, share important data at the right time, and respond to security incidents in a coordinated way. Technology has changed the way airlines screen people, making it easier to find things that aren't allowed and making passengers safer. Advanced imaging systems like millimeter wave scanners and backscatter X-ray scanners give security staff detailed images of travelers and their belongings without compromising their privacy. These technologies make screening more effective and efficient, lowering the need for manual checks and speeding up the process of getting a security clearance. As digital systems and data sharing become more important, cybersecurity has become an important part of border security. There are strong cybersecurity methods and new technologies that protect systems for border control, databases, and communication networks from cyber threats. These steps include encryption methods, firewalls, and systems that look for intrusions. The building of runways that cross the border between the US and Canada has made a huge difference in the world of flights. The boldness and creativity of these big-picture projects have shocked everyone with how far they went beyond what was expected. Through stronger economic ties, more tourism, more efficient transport, and new technologies, these cross-border runways have shown how collaboration and connectivity can open up a world of possibilities. Stay tuned for more videos like this.